Hey everyone, this is Matt, and in today's video I'm doing a pseudo unboxing. I call it a pseudo unboxing because it's already been taken out of the box. Yeah, unfortunately I could not record that for miscellaneous reasons, but yeah, I ordered a bunch of cards from Europe. So for those of you who don't know, you can buy cards from Europe via cardmarket.com. If you live in the U.S. like I do, you have to do some hacks to basically make forward like ship from Card Market to like a European address, basically like a proxy address, and then have them shipped to you. Like there are services that do that. So yeah, if you do want to order from Europe, let me know because yeah, it's possible even if you live in the U.S. So why would I ever want anyone want to order from Europe? Well, one, because oftentimes prices in Europe are better. Even when you do the euro to US dollar conversion, even when you can factor in shipping and taxes and all that, the card still ends up being better. So, for example, uh, recall that in yesterday's video that I posted my Dark Magician 50 card deck profile, I said that I ordered two Forbidden Droplets. I ordered them from Europe. So right now, Forbidden Droplet in the US is around $120, and in Europe it's like 80 euros. So much cheaper. Even when you factor in shipping and all that, it still comes out to cheaper. So just to give an example of like how you can find like. So especially if you're going for big expensive cards, definitely hit up Europe because they likely have better prices. I think that's also true about Pot of Prosperity. If you're looking for Pot of Prosperity, you can pick them up for cheaper in Europe. If you're looking for Starlights, like for example, a Starlight Fluandery Snarl, for example, is like $80 to $90 in the U.S. and it's like 60 euros in Europe. So just keep that in mind. Like sometimes it's worth looking into if you're making big purchases. Another reason why I like getting cards from Europe is that the way. So I don't know if you may not know this, but trading cards are manufactured differently in the U.S. Like they're printed differently in the U.S. than in Europe. In Europe, they use a thicker cardboard, so the cards are thicker and they're darker too. So I'll see if I can show you an example later. And also their hollowing patterns are a little different. So because of that, some people prefer cards from Europe. So for me personally, I think if you're going to buy an Ultimate Rare card, you should buy from Europe because I think the Ultimate Rare European prints always look nicer, which you'll see in a bit. And then I also like buying like expensive trap cards from Europe because the purple coloring on the trap cards is like a little deeper, and it just looks nicer. Trust me. So anyway, so what did I get from Europe? So let's start off with I got me an Ultimate Rare Link Spider. Alright, now check this bad boy out. So, let me see if we can unblur this. I honestly did not know that Ultimate Rare Link Spider even existed. Like, I didn't know that was a thing until recently. Yeah. But yeah, I found out about this and I'm like, wow, it's a relatively cheap Ultimate Rare, right? So let me grab my Dark Magician deck here. Because I use Link Spider in both my Dark Magician and my Eldritch deck. I only bought one Ultimate Rare because I want it for my Dark Magician deck. But yeah, and I'm just running the Ultra Rare. So I'm currently running the Ultra Rare one, and I'm gonna be running the Ultra Rare one in my Eldritch deck. So um, and honestly, I don't even know if this. Oh, sorry, it's not Ultra Rare. Sorry, it's Super Rare. I don't even know if this Link Spider that I'm currently running in my Dark Magician deck, if it's a European print or not. Hold on, I guess I can tell if I look a little closer. It does look darker, so it might be a European print. So yeah, here's the side-by-side comparison, and you really tell when they're completely unsleeved, and I'll even shine a little light on them. So let's see what's. So this came in a side sleeve. Ooh, that just feels so nice. Like, yeah, this definitely feels thicker and heavier than this card. So let's see if you can note. So the border note the border differences. Whoops, here. And also notice the web in the background. You can kind of see like a major difference. Let me grab my phone and shine some light on that. Oh, here we go. Maybe we can be able to immediately tell a difference. So this is a super rare one. Simply looks like a shiny card. As expected. It was printed after 2017, so the attribute is hollow, the link arrow is hollow. And now let's look at this bad boy here. So you can definitely see a big difference here, right? You notice how the web in the background like pops out, right? Like it looks like it's embossed, right? Or like kind of 3D compared to like yeah, this has a way. It's just like this just looks like a standard 2D art, but what I really liked is how much the web pops out here, right? Yeah, and obviously like you have the gold-plated name from the Ultimate Rares. The attribute is also embossed. Let's see if I can unblur. Yeah, see, you can kind of see the art, right? It's all like popping out. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, most expensive Link one ever. I do have my Artemis in my Dark Magician deck is already a collector's rare, so this Link Spider will go nicely with her. So here she is right here. In case I think I've shown her off before in my other videos, but yeah, she's a very pretty card as well. Check this out. I think this one is an American print. I'm like 90% sure this is an American collector's rare Artemis here. Ooh, look at that, baby. Yeah. All right, so I got me a Link Spider. It's very nice looking. This honestly, I would say this Link Spider is nicer than like any Ultimate Rare I've seen. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of Ultimate Rares. But this one, ooh, I don't know, like something about the web and like the coloring, it just all really pops out like very nicely. Um, so yeah, big fan. So let's put you in a proper inner sleeve. I don't like this side sleeving thing that this shipped with. So oh, I'll put this super one back in the sleeve as well, just cause. All right, and now let's put you in the main outer sleeve. Ooh, look at this. Link Spider, your one purpose is to send Dark Magician to the graveyard. That's it. All right. All that's left is let's see. So we have a collector's Artemis. We have an ultimate Link Spider. So all we need is an Imduck in maybe Starlight or Ghost Rarity, and then we'll be good to go, right? So yeah, very happy about that. Way beyond my expectations. Did not expect the Link Spider to look that nice, but it does. Definitely worth. Highly recommend if you like Ultimate Rares. An Ultimate Rare Link Spider is muy bueno. All right. So what else did I get? So I'll put my Dark Magician deck back. So no more Dark Magician specific cards, although arguably I would say some of these cards should go in Dark Magician. So let's start with Ghost Rare, Solemn Judgments, baby. Hell yeah. Um, yeah, ever since I saw one of these in person, one of my friends had one of these. I'm like, I kind of like fell in love. I'm like, wow, this is because, and the thing about this card is that look at this bad boy. I love Ghost Rares. Ghost Rares is my favorite rarity. Even when people say, oh, you can't see the art. Yes, you can. At different angles, the art looks different. It looks 3D sometimes. Sometimes it looks like ghostly or whatever. It's really cool. So unlike like the newer Solemn Judgments, so I do own a playset of the Ultimate Rare Solemn Judgments. Um, so the only thing I'd say I don't like is that gold borders. See, so technically this is not a ghost rare. It's like a gold ghost rare or or something like that, like a ghost gold rare. So not a fan of the gold border. But the fact that it's like from uh, like Europe, you can see the purple like really pops out, right? It's really purple, like compared to most traps. Traps usually you think traps are like a lighter purple, like a more of a magenta, but this is like almost hot pink kind of, which I think is pretty cool. Um, so yeah, these are probably gonna go in my Eldritch deck. I mean, my Eldritch deck is already like, it's already has a bunch of premium gold rares, so I feel like it would fit best in my Eldritch deck. So, all right, there we go. That was a tight sleeve. All right, so this is going straight into my Eldritch deck, which I have here. All right, so I currently have these Ultimate Rare Solemn Judgments. So as you can see here, these are Ultimate Rares, and actually, I think in my Dark Magician video deck profile list from February, the 3-hour one, I was citing Solemn Judgments, and these were the ones I was citing specifically. Uh, yeah, so I do like the fact that, and then, by the way, these are also from Europe. That's why the purple on the trap looks similar. But I do like that the attribute and the counter trap symbol are hollow, right? That's from the new printing. And also, this has the latest errata. So if you read the text, it says, first of all, the text box is bigger. When a monsters would be summoned, blah, 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 blah. Whereas the Ghost Rare one, I think came out before, this one here came out before Pendulum. So not only is the attribute and not hollow, but if you read it, it says when a monster. So the text is bigger and it says when a monster, right? So that's how you know it's like an older printing, like an older errata. So I don't know. I really feel like if like eventually I'll probably go back to running Solemn Judgments in my Dark Magician deck, in which case I'll run the ultimate rares. But I think for Eldritch, because I really should be running these ghost gold rares, because it just feels right. What I'm saying. So all right, so let's get. Oh, what do I do? I should unsleeve these. So take out the outer sleeves there, and let's sleeve these up. Inner sleeve. Yeah, the biggest regret is the fact that the attribute is not hollow. Like once you discover that difference between like older and newer printings of cards, you really just notice it every time. But man, Ghost Rare just looks so nice that it's really hard. I had a really hard time passing up on these. Yeah, and I'm sure these gold borders will look nice in these gold sleeves here. The fact that it slid in easily means that this is a high quality card. See, so the gold does look nice with the gold border on the card does look nice in the gold sleeve. So worked out just as I expected. Yeah, and I actually think the ultimate rares will look better in the Dark Magician sleeves because this is like a silvery blackish border, and I use the black sleeves for my Dark Magician deck. All right, let's slide you in. Perfect. All right, slid in very easily. Bam. That's what I. There's the money card right there. All right. So let's put you back in my Eldritch deck. And then these three will go in my binder until I find use for them. I mean, most decks I build have Solemn Judgments. So like I was running Solemn Judgment in my Dark Magician until recently. Only because like we're in a meta where I feel like Solemn Judgment doesn't do enough, unfortunately. So I mean, maybe I'll switch back to them. We'll see. But yeah, for now these will go in my binder. But I'll almost definitely find use for them because I always find use for like Solemn Judgment in most decks. So. Alright, what's next? Next, we have Collector's Rare, Solemn Strikes, baby, from the Grand Creators. These are also from Europe because, you have the darker colors, like darker card, and it's thicker. But yeah, these are a beauty as well. Put the light on them is when you can really see. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at this bad boy. Yeah, see the text. You can see like the texture on the card. Like it's like the whole card frame is glistening. This is so nice. I'm so glad I got this. Yeah, and since there's a new printing, the attribute and the counter are hollow. I was originally planning to put these in my Dark Magician deck because as you recall from my Dark Magician profile, I did used to have Solemn Strikes in the main deck. But I took them out for now because I'm trying out other things. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I switch back to Solemn Strikes. It's like such a good card. It's hard to say no to it. But all right, so let's put these in. And yeah, so for now, these are gonna live in my Eldritch deck with all the other traps. So I'm currently running the. So currently in my Eldritch deck, I have the ultra rare. Relentless Revenge or whatever. Brothers of Legend or whatever. Battles of Legend, Relentless Revenge. So standard ultra rares, but it's a newer printing, so it has the hollow attribute. Yeah, I don't like the secret rare Solemn Strikes because they don't have the hollow attribute, and the problem with, in my opinion, of running trap cards in secret rare is that the text on the secret rares look too white. And if you're aware, the default text color on trap cards is white. So like common trap cards have like white text, whereas the gold plating really like sets this aside. Like, oh yeah, this is a holo, right? So yeah, standard ultra rare getting replaced by these beautiful, beautiful collector's rares. Highly recommend. Oh man, and these all feel so new too. Like, look how easily they slide into the sleeve. If you're double sleeving and they slide in easily, that's a good sign, because it usually means the card is not bent, or like deformed in any way. Because usually everything is a tight fit for double sleeving. Yeah, these definitely feel super new, like straight from the pack type of new. All right, so these Solemn Strikes will be going back into my binder with the Solemn Judgments. And these bad boys will be going into my Eldritch deck. And then finally, last but not least, triple Collector's Rare Torrential Tributes from the Grand Creators. All right, these are also from Europe. Everything here from Europe. Yeah, these are actually nice. This is probably the nicer Collector's Rare that I've seen. Because look at that. So not only do you have like that rainbow patterning like all over, but also like the art. It's like it looks a little 3D, right? Like you can see like the explosion in the foreground, and then in the background you see like the just the background. Like it looks like it's on a separate plane, right? So yeah, these are super super nice. Um, Also cards that I originally planned to go into my Dark Magician deck, and maybe probably will go back in one day. For now, they will live in my Eldritch deck. So in my Eldritch deck, if you've seen my Eldritch videos, I have two of my Torrential Tributes are from Battles of Legend, Relentless Revenge, standard ultra rare, nothing special, right? And then one of them is the original, what is that? Invasion? No, Legacy of Nightmare, the very first printing of Torrential Tribute. So yeah, so even though this is a blast from the past, I think these are way too nice to not play in my deck. So sorry. So this Legacy Nightmare, where even though it was my first printing, you're going back in the binder, unfortunately. But it's like a museum, right? It's like a relic from the past. Ooh, these feel so nice. They're so thick. That's what I like about the European cards. They feel thick. They don't feel like flimsy cardboard. Like a lot of like U.S. cards just feel super flimsy. Now I'm not saying all versions of European prints are nicer. Like if you were to buy like let's say a premium gold rare or like a dual terminal ultra rare, you should probably buy the U.S. edition because I think the rarity pops out a little bit more than the European version. From my understanding, right? So yeah, it's not like a case of the European rares are strictly better. I just noticed that trap cards typically look nicer because of the way they do the purple. Um, Spells can also look nicer because they look like a deeper green. Monsters, I would say don't look as nice as the U.S. print, unless they're ultimate rares. Ultimate rares definitely look nice. So yeah, I'm still learning. I haven't seen every single combination of cards. Yeah, see, slides in easily. No effort required because these are in great condition. Ooh, perfect. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. These are going back in my binder for the time being, and these are going into my Eldritch deck. Just getting all these new cards makes me want to play Eldritch again. But I've been having a blast playtesting, and playing with the Dark Magician, especially with all like the spicy text and stuff that I've been doing. So yeah, once my droplets arrive from Europe, the one single droplet that I already own is a U.S. printing from Brothers of Legend, and the two coming in from Europe are also Brothers of Legend. So when they come in, you'll see a very clear distinction between an English printing and a European printing for spell cards. So I do think spell cards look nicer because it's like a darker, deeper greenish blue than the normal ones. So. Alright, hope you enjoyed this as much as I do. I always get giddy about new cards, about shiny cards. Yeah, just wanted to share that with y'all. Maybe you would enjoy it as much as I do. Alright, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Peace.